Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into the fascinating world of the tansy. It's a plant with a long history, a variety of uses. The herb has played many different roles across many different cultures, so it'll be crucial to understand both its benefits and potential risks. It has been used for centuries, starting with the ancient Greeks, who first used it for its medicinal properties. They used it to treat ailments such as intestinal worms, fevers, digestive issues. It's a pretty versatile herb. In the 8th century, it was flourishing in the herb gardens of Charlemagne, as well as the monks of St. Gall, continuing its legacy as a remedy for various health issues. By the Middle Ages, its uses had expanded. It was given in very large dosages to induce abortions, and then in small doses actually to help women conceive and prevent miscarriages. And this dual purpose highlights the herb's significant role in the reproductive health practices of the time. It was then later put on the Lent tables as a bitter herb for Christians in the 15th century. Moving into the realm of gardening, the tansy has been a valuable ally. It serves as a natural insect repellent, and it's used in companion planting, often with potatoes, to eliminate the Colorado potato. It is also known to deter flies and ants, making it a practical choice for gardeners looking for natural pest control. However, it is important for us to highlight the Native American tribes and how they have historically used tansy. The Cherokee used an infusion of the plant to alleviate backaches and would wear tansy around the waists or the shoes to prevent miscarriages. And similarly, the Cheyenne would use the concoction of tansy leaves and blossoms to treat dizziness, weakness, and these traditional practices reflect tansy's broad application. Moving into the culinary world, it's been used to flavor puddings, omelets. The famous Jack Daniel whiskey maker was known to enjoy it with sugar and tansy leaves in his whiskey. Today, it's faded out of culinary use for the most part. However, in some regions, it still does remain as a viable option. It is important before we wrap up to understand the dangers of this plant. It can be very dangerous. It does contain thujone, which is harmful if consumed in large quantities. It can cause gastrointestinal issues as well as dermatitis and itching. A lot of people who get this on their skin can have issues, so always consult with a healthcare professional before putting anything in your body. Furthermore, you can use this to preserve meat if you dry out the leaves and then simply wrap the meat in it and store it in a cool, dark, dry place. You can preserve meat for longer than you would without refrigeration. It also helps keeps the insects away as well. Let's move on to the next.
Hey guys, welcome back to Herbology 101. I'm Jared Burns, that's an Oregon grape, and we're in the Pacific Northwest. My goal here with Herbology 101 is to teach you guys how to identify and utilize every edible and medicinal plant in the Pacific Northwest. With that being said, we've got a lot to get through, so let's get to it. Okay guys, so our episode today is going to be on the common tansy. These yellow flowers behind me, these are our common tansies. These have a pretty potent toxic oil inside of the leaves, and if we could boil that out, we can make it into a very powerful insect repellent. It'll keep away mosquitoes, ants, flies, gnats, spiders, pretty much everything except for the tansy beetle. Okay guys, let's jump straight in with our description and how to identify these. What'll stand out to you most probably is their size. They are huge. They're about 5 to 6 feet tall. They grow these big yellow button flowers on the top. And then if you look down here, our leaves are looking like ferns, and they will alternate. So you'll have one on one side of the stem and then drop down, another on the other side of the stem. Drop down, another on the other side of the stem, and so on, all the way down. Now also, as if you notice, the stem at the top is pretty green. As we work our way down, these stems will become a pretty vibrant red. So if you've got all these features together, it's safe to say that you got yourself a common tansy. These common tansies are not edible. They do contain an oil in them that is toxic, causes liver and brain damage. I believe the only animal that can eat them is the tansy beetle, and that's only because they've built up a resistance to that oil. So we're gonna boil these down and use them as an insecticide. It'll kill spiders, ants, flies, gnats, mosquitoes, and it'll repel them all as well. So without any further ado, let's get started.